Good morning, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for August 30th, 2014, around 6:40 in the morning. And Saturday morning, it's going to be another nice and sunny day. The sun's coming up, and it's going to be around 80, and the humidity's going to creep up a little bit. The next couple of days is going to feel like summer, and we might reach some 90-degree days. Some news to report: the Boston Red Sox beat the Tampa Bay Rays by the score of 8-4, and also Fox has announced it's green-lighted a pilot for a remake of the classic 80s television series The Greatest American Hero. I think this idea of The Greatest American Hero being remade sucks, because why are they remaking all these old classic television shows? Many of them that have aired in the past few years, remakes, have flopped big time, and then they don't last the whole season. Hollywood's running out of ideas to have for shows, and they're remaking stuff, which isn't good, because the classic ones are the best. The remade ones are awful and stuff, or pitiful, or mediocre at best. If they can't make up new original programming, maybe they should have more reality programming. That's what we need. Or maybe try to bring back the game shows. Or maybe this would be a good sitcom idea. Last Week, No Boss. Hey, that would be a hit. And that's about it on news for right now. My next subject is a continuation series of the 10 greatest players of each NHL team. And I reached the next to last team, and it's the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Columbus Blue Jackets came into the NHL in the year 2000 as the 29th team, and they were the first and second NHL team to be based out of Ohio. The first one was the Cleveland Barons for 2 years, 1976 through 1978, but they folded. And the Blue Jackets were the second major professional sports franchise in Columbus, Ohio. The first one was the Columbus Crew of the Major Soccer League, but I don't know if that's really a major league, but if it's major league, it's major league. And the first several years the Blue Jackets were in existence, they were one of the worst teams in the NHL. They were out of the playoff picture by Christmas, and they sucked big time. The first time they made the playoffs was the 2008-2009 season, but they got swept in 4 games by the Detroit Red Wings, and they continued to be out of the playoffs for a few more years after that. But around 2012, after the lockout, they had a decent chance to make the playoffs, and they missed out by a couple of points. And then they moved to the Eastern Conference, to the Metropolitan Division, and last year they made the playoffs, and they gave the Pittsburgh Penguins a run for their money in the first round of the playoffs, losing 4-2, and the series could have gone either way. And a lot of people are predicting the Columbus Blue Jackets this year to be this year's version of the Colorado Avalanche. People are not picking them to, win the division, but that's a team I think could be right. I think they could surprise a lot of people. I don't think they're going to win the division, but they could surprise a lot of people as maybe a team you do not want to face in the playoffs this year. And here's the top 10 players in Blue Jacket history. Number 10 on the all-time list of greatest Blue Jackets players, defenseman Fedor Tylerton. Defenseman, 35 goals, 132 assists for 167 points, 7th on the all-time scoring list of Blue Jackets players in history. Number 9 on the all-time list of greatest Blue Jackets players of all time, Antoine Vermette. Center, 61 goals, 91 assists, 152 points, 8th on the all-time scoring list in team history. Number 8 on the all-time list of greatest Blue Jackets players of all time, Manny Mohorta. Center, 53 goals, 92 assists, 145 points, 9th on the all-time scoring list in team history. Number 7 on the all-time list of greatest Blue Jackets players, Jeff Sanderson, left winger, 88 goals, 80 assists, 168 points, 6th on the all-time scoring list in team history. Number 6 on the all-time list of greatest Blue Jackets players of all time, Derek Brassard, center, 58 goals, 91 assists, 169 points, 5th on the all-time team scoring list ever. Number 5 on the all-time list of greatest Blue Jackets players of all time, Nika Lay Zavaka, right winger, 76 goals, 105 assists for 181 points, 4th on the all-time scoring list. Number 4 on the all-time list of greatest Blue Jackets players of our all-time, goaltender Steve Mason. He's the all-time winningest goaltender in team history with 96 goals. He was the 2009 Calder Trophy winner for NHL Rookie of the Year. He had 10 shutouts his rookie year, and he was like a Vezina Trophy finalist last year. He's in at number 4. Number 3 on the all-time list of greatest Blue Jackets players of all time, R.J. Umberger, 120 goals, 130 assists for 250 points, 3rd on the all-time goal scoring list in team history. He comes in at number 3. Number 2 on the all-time list of greatest Blue Jackets players of all time, Sergei Boskoy, 2nd winningest goaltender in team history, and he was the 2013 Vezina Trophy winner, and he's probably one of the next big great goaltenders in the NHL, and he's probably the star of the team right now. And number 1 player on the all-time list of Blue Jackets in team history, Rick Nash, left winger, 289 goals, 258 assists for 547 points. He's the all-time leading scorer. He doesn't play for the team anymore. He was the captain of the team for a few years, but Rick Nash is the greatest player in Blue Jackets history. And that's about it for the list of the 10 greatest Blue Jacket players of all time. Tomorrow, I finish up the list of all 30 NHL teams with the Minnesota Wild, and maybe these top 10 list of stuff might be maybe a continuation series on this. I might not do it every day because just to like rest it for a while and bring it back, but there's a lot of top 10 lists of the greatest stuff that is in the pipeline I'm doing. It's not going to be every day, but definitely when the Major League Baseball season's over, I'm going to do the top 10 players of all time for all 30 Major League Baseball teams, and that will be interesting, and maybe the NFL and NBA. But definitely I think Wednesday I'm going to have the top 10 NFL quarterbacks of all time, so keep a lookout for that. Well, I'll be back later on today for my other subjects. The other subjects are going to be legendary game show host Tom Kennedy in my personality profile, and I'm also going to do the classic television show Chips. And if there's any breaking news or something, I will report it for a special video blog. Okay, have a good day, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. Bye now.